All right. Hi guys. So welcome all to this live session on microgreens. We are in the month of September, and September is celebrated as World National Nutrition Week, or it is called as Rashtriya Poshan Maha. This year we are concentrating a lot on having our greens, growing our own greens back at home, having our own plants, having our own kitchen garden. And in the kitchen garden, what is important is basically having, especially in the space crunch for people who are staying in Mumbai. Uh, okay, so so I know, yeah, you can't. All right. So especially in the space crunch where we stay in Mumbai and we don't have much place to have our own gardens. Today we will be talking about microgreens which don't require too much of space. All right, and they in fact are the new superfood or functional food. Nutritionally also, microgreens are very high in nutrition. They are high in antioxidants, vitamins, so they are in the concentrated form more than the larger plants of those seeds. So today we talk details about microgreens. I will be giving my inputs about microgreens nutritionally in between, and Madhura will be helping us a bit about how do we grow them. To give you a small introduction about Madhura, she is a budding entrepreneur who has always tried to convert her passions into her goals, and she's setting benchmarks towards natural methodologies of growing produce and also creating awareness for the same. She's a person who has developed interest in details through her camera lens and now through her work in natural farming. So welcome, Madhura. Glad to have you here at Better Diet, Healthier
Thank
Life to
you.
talk about microgreens. Great. So Madhura, before we start, I want you to tell us about a brief about your Are You Natural page.
Yes, sure. First of all, thank you so much, Indrayani, for inviting me to this forum and giving me this opportunity. This is a real honor. And thank you all for all the viewers who have joined on a Sunday late afternoon. And we are really sorry for the time. And about now, are you natural? Okay, so first I will
So
let me tell you.
I'll just interrupt one
Sure,
minute
sure,
that
definitely.
we took this time because Madhura didn't wanted to disturb her plants. So as we just mentioned, she is more into natural methodology. She was more concerned that in the evening my plants will go asleep and I don't want to bother them. So she
Definitely.
will be showing us some natural methods and she will be having some plants around, and that's the reason that we chose this time. Carry on, Madhura.
Yeah. So about Are You Natural? So first I would like to tell you something about the name. The name itself is about rural and urban connect. That's why if you see the R and capital U is capital, and it depicts rural and urban. So we are a budding firm which is trying to promote natural farming and also to later on in a later stage, not right now because we are in a lockdown. So promote
Right.
and help some more services. We might be starting some more services regarding kitchen garden and helping people around for setting up their own gardens. So, Are You
Great.
Natural was an initiation towards growing vegetables and fruits completely naturally, that is, not using any type of chemicals to the plant or to the soil. And it is inspired from Subhash Palekar's natural methods of farming. You can also search about zero budget natural farming on Google and to learn more about his methodologies. And the YouTube channel, what I have started, is an initiation with a vision that people around urban areas uh, need to know how to grow these uh, trees, plants, and vegetables and fruits, which is slightly difficult. And in their small spaces, in their large spaces, whatever the space they have, it is very difficult, especially in urban areas. So that is the reason why we have started this YouTube channel. And
Great, great.
while I was exploring and doing my own experimentation, I realized that people in urban areas, it is not an easy task for them to grow. especially if you are in a small city or a village, you can see that people are growing vegetables and they have huge terraces, they have huge lands, huge gardens, and it is very easy for them. So RU Natural is one space where we are trying to simplify all the possible ways to grow natural food.
Right, great to know. So, of course, I mean, in the urban areas or in the cities, especially like Mumbai, we have a lot of, budding gardeners, but due to
Yes,
space crunch, they are not able to do certain
yes.
things. Right. So, Madhura, I mean, can you tell us a little bit about microgreens?
Yes, microgreens are actually nothing. When you read the word microgreens, you feel, oh my God, what it is. But it is just leafy vegetables which are very small in size, and they are to be harvested within 7 to 21 days of germination.
Okay.
After germination, within a week or 2 weeks maximum, they are to be harvested, and you can just have them. And these are very small, hardly 3 to 4 inches tall. And if you want, I'll just give you a example. See, these are the microgreens of methi. These are still not
Wow.
yet complete. This is hardly 1.5, 2 inch. So you need to have at least 1.5 inches more. And if you
Great,
see, if
great.
you people can see these, this is the basic real first leaves what initially are grown. So once the next
Right.
set of leaves come out, it is only after that these microgreens are to be harvested. Now
Great,
they are
great.
different from sprouts, so you have to be very careful. Sprouts do not have leaves, microgreens have leaves, and they are
Right, that's
also.
the major differentiation.
Yes. And
Yeah.
another thing is that they are also not baby greens. Baby greens are little bigger than this. And this is a very small micro of a baby green, I can say. That it's a
All right.
baby of a
So you
baby
just
green.
mentioned, gave us a differentiation about between sprouts and microgreens. So
Yes,
nutritionally also, I would just like to add that
sure.
sprouts, yes, we call them nutritious, but microgreens are more nutritious than sprouts. And microgreens can be used as a garnish on your salads or something, whereas sprouts, so they don't give a crunchy texture. Your sprouts do give a crunchy texture basically. So that's the difference nutritionally also. Yeah, great. So yes, so Madhura, when for a a mature gardener like me, I will say, when I think of or plan of growing a plant, okay, the first thing that comes in my mind is that what soil should I use? What should be the quality of soil? How do we go about? So I mean, do I really need to go to a nursery and buy a soil, or how do we carry on with things?
Yeah. So microgreens, as I said, is the easiest form or easiest plant to grow. Now, if you remember in school, we used to have experiments and assignments, grow some trees and greens from at your home. It was an assignment for us. And we would take a small plastic tin, and in that we will just put up some soil and grow some greens. So this is
Very
exactly
much.
like that, and it also looks similar to that. The only thing is now about soil. So you actually don't need a very specific soil for that. There are different methods, different things what you can. If you already have plants at your home, you can just go ahead and use that soil. If you have compost, if you have vermicompost, you can use that. Or if you have coco peat. Now, coco peat might people might not know much, but I'll just give you
Yes,
a
that's
small
that's quite an interesting word.
Yes, now that is coco peat. Now coco peat
Okay, great.
is nothing but the powder of coconut husk. So that is something you can just do it at home by taking a couple of husks from your regular coconuts what you use, and you can just
All right.
powder them and use that. Coco peat is
Great.
actually the best medium to grow because one thing that it retains moisture, but it is well drained. It means that water does not collect in my coco peat like it collects in
Okay.
soil. Now, whenever you
All
take even
right.
soil, you can, if you have some soil, you can also mix coco peat in that. Or whenever
Okay.
you take soil, just remember that it needs to be a little grainy. It shouldn't be like clay. So if it is
Okay.
like clay, then for any plant, it is very difficult to grow. So
Right.
having grainy texture is really important, and coco peat is also antifungal, because of which that is the best medium to sow seeds.
Right. So this is a very valid point that you said, Madhura. So whenever, like, for us, when we go to buy a soil or, something like that, we feel कि एकदम fine dust वाला soil होना चाहिए.
No, no.
There should be no, rocks in it. But I guess having rocks do help a lot,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
Right, great, great. So you mentioned about coco peat, and now this is something like a a word of interest for me. So so basically, this is something that is grown from the coconut. This thing.
Yes.
So how do we go along with that?
Yeah. So the thing is that what you do is you have a couple of coconut husks from the coconut, blend it in the mixture, and you will have coconut powder, and that is something what you use. Now for details, you can actually, I have prepared a video which is on my YouTube channel, so you can actually
Yes.
see the detailed process of the same.
Right. So, guys, Madhura has her YouTube channel, Are You Natural Farms? And there are some wonderful videos on that, especially the one about coco peat that she mentioned, where she has used things absolutely available at home. She's used a mixer blender. So, you don't have to go about finding coco peat anywhere right now. You can do certain things at your home, especially in this pandemic situation, which is like organic, safe, all right? So please do check out those videos as well. They will give you a wonderful insight as to how to prepare coco peat. All right. So Madhura, now that we have understood the difference between soil and coco peat, okay, the next question that pops into anybody's mind is that how do I grow them? From where do I procure the seeds for microgreens?
Yeah. So that is something which I would like to talk a little bit more, because there are a couple of points in this. Now, when you think about seeds, seeds are of three types. One is hybrid, one is native seeds, and the ones third ones are the what you get in your grocery stores. Now, grocery stores and garden
Okay.
stores are completely different. Grocery stores is where you buy your grocery from. So you can
Okay.
always go ahead and have all the seeds from your, not all, some seeds from your grocery stores. Something like methi. You have methi at your home, you can use that. You have fennel seeds at your home, you can use that. Chickpeas,
Wow.
all types of some pulses which grow into plants. So like green peas, green chana. So these you
Right.
can actually use at your home, but the only thing is there is no guarantee that all of them will definitely turn into plants, so grow into plants.
Right.
So,
Right.
and how much they will yield is definitely a question. So this is a limitation of grocery stores, but you don't have to now, if you are right now worried, now where will I find seeds, you just have things at home. You can use mustard seeds from home. So
All right.
whatever you have at home, you can just go ahead and use it.
So the normal mustard seeds that we use to give tadka, right?
Yes, yes. Now I'll just show you
Great,
these.
great.
This is something what I have used. These are mustard seeds, and I have
Wow,
used
wow.
it from my home, from the ones which
Great,
I
great, great.
bring it in from grocery stores.
Awesome. That's really nice. So
Yeah.
guys, we are looking at some real nice, wonderful microgreens. Thanks to Madhura, she's taken all the pains to grow it for us to show it, and that's the reason that this is the timing that we kept in, because she didn't want to disturb her plants at all.
And this is the second one. What I would like to show is wheat grass. Now, wheat
Great.
grass is also gehu, what you get it from your grocery store. So this is also I've used from grocery stores and not gone and bought it from any garden market.
Right. Right, great, great. And just that you mentioned about wheatgrass, and we are talking about microgreens. So wheatgrass is a very potent antioxidant. Okay, trust me, it is very good for your health. And there are a lot of studies which also say that wheatgrass can help, prevent. It's a preventive measure for certain cancers as well. And overall, for all those young people over here who want nice glowing skin and want nice hair, this wheatgrass is definitely good for them. So let's take inspiration from Madhura and start growing our own wheatgrass in small
Yes,
pots.
definitely,
Great,
definitely. So now coming
great.
to seeds, the hybrid
Seeds.
seeds. hybrid seeds are grown in very controlled and specialized environment, and the thing is that they are grown from more than one or two or more plants, and the
Right.
yield what you get from hybrid seeds is really high, and
Okay.
also they are very less prone to diseases. However, there is
Okay.
a little setback to it, is that it affects the nutritious value and also the taste to some extent compared to the native seeds. Now, native
All
seeds
right.
are the desi seeds, or what you call
Okay.
is the heirloom seeds, or open
Okay.
pollinated seeds. These are the seeds which are grown
Okay.
at one place for ages, for I should say
Okay.
generations together. They are grown on the same
Right.
place, and you once you use these seeds, you can use them forever. So you can reuse those seeds
Great.
again and again from your plant's growth. Compared to hybrid seeds, you actually cannot, once you have the produce, you cannot use those seeds again, because there is no guarantee that the seeds will grow into plants. There is no guarantee it will fruit. There is no guarantee that the yield what you get is also same as the earlier. So it is, hybrid seeds are used
Okay.
to be are supposed to be used only once, and native seeds you can
All
use
right.
again and again, and obviously they are more
All right.
delicious and they are more nutritious compared to hybrid seeds.
Okay.
So
All
these,
right. Great. But I guess currently to go with the whatever things we have at home, we can carry on with that.
yes, yes. Most of the seeds you
Great.
can also get it online. Now, when we are talking
All right.
about seeds, let me be very. I want the viewers to understand that there is nothing specific as microgreen seeds. There are people who do sell them, but whatever
Right.
seeds
Right.
you have it for your regular vegetables, like if you want to grow cabbage, the actual cabbage, whatever seeds you get, you can use the same seed for microgreens. So there is nothing as specific that microgreen seeds are different and the seeds for vegetables, regular vegetables, is different. No, those are the same seeds.
Great.
Yes, people have packages for microgreens. That is a completely different aspect. But there is no separate seed. The seeds are same.
Great. Thank you so much for this genuine expert advice, Madhura. This is something that is really needed these days.
Yes.
All right. So now our seeds part is done. Okay, fine. So can you just give us a, how to basically plant them? So how do we go about
Yes,
with that?
definitely. For that, I'll have to show you some kind of a demo. Now, if you see
Sure,
this
great. We are
container,
waiting for it.
if you see this container, this is a regular tin, what you have it at home, a plastic tin. You can always use this. For microgreens, a flat container is required. If you have your tiffin boxes which do not have lids, or something which you want to just throw it away, instead of throwing it away, you can use it for your microgreens. What you have to do is you have to
Sure.
just make some holes here, at least, so that make sure that the water does not retain in this, that so there are enough 6-7 holes in this. If not, if you are completely into natural things, then I would suggest coconut shell is one of the best mediums to use it, because if you see here,
Great.
I've made a hole here. If I'm not sure if everybody can see it. So, but from the 3 eyes, one of the eyes is very easy to break in. So you can just break in that hole, and I've just cleaned it a little bit so that you know the excess coconut, whatever husk, whatever powder you get it here, even that can be used as coconut cocoa peat. Sorry.
Wow.
So I've
Great.
used that.
Great.
So you remove everything from inside. Just make sure that this is clean, because otherwise the coconut
Clean
will,
enough.
yeah, the coconut scraps will catch fungus and it will be a problem for you. So these needs to be clean. So
Okay, great, great. So I guess the way we call our coconut tree as Kalpataru, where all the
yes,
things in it can be used, and this is like a very
everything.
live example.
Yes.
So no, great,
So
absolutely. Yes, please
all you
carry
have
on,
to do
Madhura.
is you have to just cover this little bit so that the using a basic net, or you can even use the
I guess
shell
there
of
is.
coconut. Now I don't have a piece of coconut shell, so I'm not using it, but you can just keep it here. Then add some coco peat to it. See, I've just added coco peat. This is powder.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great.
And spray some water. Now, if you don't have a sprayer like this, make sure that you have a bottle where you have some holes with the needle and you can just pour in the water.
Wow.
And if you
Great.
press it, it should come like shower.
Right. I guess in the pandemic, everybody will be having a sprayer for sure.
Yes,
Now that
definitely.
people are spraying a lot of sanitizers. Great, great.
Great. So you just need to make sure that your soil is wet enough, your coco peat is wet enough. Then add
Great.
some seeds to it. Just one moment, I'll fetch some seeds.
Sure, sure, sure. So guys, this is a very nice live example or demonstration of how to plant your microgreens. People who are like very amateur gardeners like me, or who want to, get into this, as a, to do something nice in this pandemic, in this lockdown where they are staying back at homes. This is a very nice demonstration that Madhura is giving us. So please look at it carefully. Okay, we have the seeds, right?
Sorry.
Okay, little
I guess
bit.
there is a whole
Yeah, I
lot
know.
of
Yours.
sun.
Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect.
So now can you see these are palak seeds?
Okay, wow. You do get palak seeds as well, right?
Yeah, but you don't get them in grocery stores. You have to fetch
Yes,
them
yes,
from
I have
a
to procure
garden
them.
store. So
Right.
just sprinkle them, and can you see it? It's a little
Yes,
extra.
yes.
Just make sure that it is in place, and
Yeah, you spread
sprinkle
them
them
nicely.
generously. Yeah, sprinkle them generously because since it is microgreens, they need to be slightly together compared to how you plant it in regular ways. Now, if you see it, they are very together.
This looks
They
so
are closely
lovely, and I
packed.
mean, when they come out, that's a different type of happiness that you get, I believe. Great, super.
Yeah, definitely. So, can you see the
Yes.
spacing? It is not very far away from each other. So, this
राइट
is
सो
how
वो
you
कहते
just
हैं ना कि
sprinkle
मेहनत
it.
फल राइट सो वो कहते हैं ना मेहनत फल लाई वैसे आई विल बिलीव मेहनत माइक्रोग्रीन्स लाई वी कैन कॉल इट दैट वे
Definitely. Yeah. And just sprinkle on top of it. So what happens is with coco peat, since it doesn't get become so tight like a clay, the seeds can come out very easily. They can break open the
राइट
soil, the topmost layer, very easily. Now I've covered it again with coco
ग्रेट
peat layer. Okay.
ग्रेट
Now,
ग्रेट
just to show you again that this is the example of how I have grown it in coconut, and this is the example of how it has grown. I've just used coco peat. You can always mix vermicompost or compost in this coco peat, and you can just go ahead and do it.
Great, great. So, Madhura, as a good tutor and being a good student of yours, I have something in front of me. I would like to show you. So, guys,
Sure.
when we are doing our mock practice sessions, she did try me and show all this. So, being inspired from her, I've also, have certain. So, I have put methi seeds in this, and I have used the coconut as she
Wow.
mentioned. All right. I have watched her video on coco peat and made the coco peat as well. So I believe I should get
Wow,
some nice.
that's
Only
great.
thing was I was late in doing this because, as I say, I'm an amateur gardener, so I'm just learning. So thanks to you, Madhura, all getting
Great,
inspired by
great.
you. So I'm the first one, and
That
guys, I hope you are going to be getting inspired as well.
Yes, and I'm that also tells me something that I should ask the viewers that we will be really happy to see if people just post some photos of how they have
Yes,
grown their microgreens, and that
absolutely,
will just tell us
absolutely,
that how successful we are in bringing in a few people and convincing that please grow microgreens and have your own food and be
absolutely. I
natural.
agree. I agree. I agree. Absolutely, absolutely. People, you please plant, and you all have coconut shells back at home. You have simple mustard seeds, methi seeds, till seeds will do back at home. Try and plant in. It will be a wonderful experience to see those microgreens, shoot up. And please tag us at Better Diet, Healthier Life or at RU Naturals, or at both the places definitely, and we'll be more than happy to see that this live session has made some difference in some people's life for sure.
And even chickpeas is there. Even you can use chickpeas for, which is there at home.
Absolutely.
So
Right,
for same
right,
thing, you
right.
can use it for microgreens.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Madhura, now that you just mentioned about watering, okay, so how frequently should we water this microgreens, or, like you have just planted it. So, how frequently should we go about watering it on a daily basis, and how much water tentatively should we use?
Yeah. So for on the first time when you water, you make sure that the water comes out and the whole soil is wet enough. After that, water it just once early in the morning. That is all you would need, and preferably since the seeds are small, spray it with a sprayer. Or you can, the way I've shown
Okay,
it, you can make some holes to the bottle cap and press the bottle so it comes like a sprayer,
right,
because that will help the seeds, because if you spray it with you water it with a can or something, then the seeds will move around and it will get disturbed. So doing it with a
right.
sprayer is very good, and you can just use
Yeah,
this
so
mist. If you can see this mist,
great.
so
Okay,
that is
great.
all you
Yes,
need. One
yes.
or two sprays is enough for
Great.
these
The sun rays
plants.
on you are definitely helping us to understand that mist. So quite a good place selection. Okay, so Madhura,
Thank
we
you.
have Preeti Mahadik, and she's given us a thumbs up as well. And she has a question: how to harvest and use for eating? So yes, Preeti, we are reaching at that point. Okay, till then we will just understand a few things, and we will reach at the harvest and how to eat them point as well. Okay. So thank you for the
Yes.
question. All right. So great. Now, when we water them, and especially in the Mumbai atmosphere, we always do face issues of fungus. So, how to tackle this
Yes.
fungus issue?
Yeah. The best part of microgreens is that you actually don't need to take a lot of care of microgreens. It is the very basic baby. So just giving water once in the morning is fine. Make sure that after germination, they are at a place where you have little bit of sunlight, not very harsh sunlight. Like you can see the balcony, what I am right now. I'll just give you a view of how it is looking. So if
Superb.
you can see
Yeah,
that
great.
it is getting some bit of sunlight, but not more. And morning or evening sunlight is enough. You don't need a
All
whole lot
right.
of afternoon sun or a very harsh sunlight. And watering just once is enough. If you get fungus, that means you have watered a lot. Otherwise, microgreens does not catch fungus, or rather any other pesticides. It is very safe to, and the easiest way to handle it is just give little
Right.
bit of water. For any
Yeah,
plants,
so we
actually, if
have
you,
one more question. Okay, I'm
sure.
trying to read the question, guys. I'm sorry. What about sunlight for photosynthesis? So yes, okay, Anmol, yes, we do need sunlight basically for plants to grow. That's the auxiliary of life for each and every living being over here. So definitely, yes, sunlight is, it basically acts as an auxiliary of life for all living beings. We need it for proper photosynthesis for the plant to grow properly. But it shouldn't be a very harsh sunlight, as Madhura said. It should be like a very light sunlight that you have normally getting in your balconies. So Madhura
Yeah.
has like that's a very nice demonstration that she has made absolutely on the parapet of the window, where you don't need too much of space, and
Yes.
they look very nice in your home atmosphere also, and definitely at the end they are plants and they will definitely give a lot of oxygen also.
Yeah,
Yes.
and one
Yeah.
more important about light. If you do not have sunlight in your balcony or your garden or wherever you are keeping this in your window, that is also okay for microgreens. All you have to do is it should have a daylight. That is it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you
Okay.
if you do not get, because now for a couple of days there was no sunlight. It was very shady, and there were
Right.
rains in
Right.
Mumbai. So it was very cloudy. So it was okay. You do not, we did not get sunlight, a direct sunlight, even like this, what we have it today. But you can see the
Right.
microgreens have grown good
Yeah.
enough.
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
So
Great,
you
great,
actually
great.
don't need to have a very
So they
direct
are
sunlight.
right. So microgreens are basically a fuss-free plant or fuss-free
Yes.
babies, and you can, at the end of the day, what I feel is that, the whole process of like sowing the seeds and seeing those small shoots coming up and enjoying those microgreens is something that is going to give you more happiness, is going to make you that, give you that feel-good factor for sure.
Yes, yes,
All
definitely.
right. Yes. So now coming to Preeti's question, and which is a question from my end also, what is the right time to harvest these microgreens?
Yes. So all the microgreens are to be harvested in somewhere around 7 to 21 days. Now, when I say 7 to
Okay.
21 days, it is approximately 2 weeks, and each microgreen, each grain is different. So once, as I had mentioned earlier, now this is the first seed, first initial plant, first initial leaves. Sorry. After that, you get the second leaves, which are also called as the first true leaves of the plant. So when it
Okay.
goes from the seeds, they have leaves, but after that, there is a second stage when you see some extra leaves. So those leaves, once
Right.
you get that, then that is the time
Okay.
you should harvest your
Harvest
microgreens,
them.
and they should be approximately 3 to 4 inch tall. Now, if you
Okay.
see, wheat grass is overgrown, but I have kept it just to show it for
Yeah.
demonstration.
Yeah. That
So
was for the
this is
demonstration.
this
Yeah.
is the height that you should have your microgreens ready. And
Great.
once,
Great. A very valid point, guys. Please have a good look at this.
yeah, sure.
And basically, yes. Yes. Great. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that, Madhura. Great. And basically, now the next question is how to harvest them. Do we need to pluck it from the root, or how do we go about with that?
Yes. Now, if you're planting it in coco peat, then coco peat is the easiest medium. You can just pull it off. Now, I'll just show you maybe just pulling off one of the strings. You can just pull them off. Now it is okay. The roots are tied to each other, but you can just pull off, and you can
Okay, we can
actually,
see that. Yeah.
yeah. So you can remove the coco peat from it, and you can just separate it. Coco peat being very crumbly, it will easily separate. Now, if you see, there are some coco peat even on this, so you can just remove it easily.
Remove it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Perfect.
is once you have removed it, you can just remove the roots and have it, and you can reuse that coco peat for your next planting.
Great, great. So, you mentioned the way how it should be harvested. I would like to just add on the way nutritionally how it should be eaten. So, ideally, if you don't want to make too much fuss, if you are in a hurry, and if you are making a nice salad, okay, you can just like catch hold of those microgreens and you can just chop them, right, Madhura?
Yes.
So you don't need to use the roots because the roots can be merged in like soil or coco peat, and you can just chop them off to a length of around 2 inch or something. Wash them nicely, and then just they are ready to be added to your salads. They can be added to your soups. They can be used as a garnish to any of the vegetable, or the way we use coriander for garnishing. You can just use them as a garnish to your dals, to your curries, and you can enjoy them. They can taste from being a little bit sour or a little bit sweet sometimes, depending upon which microgreens you have used. But their taste is definitely very much different from the actual matured plant that we see of microgreens. So it's again a nice experiment to actually grow and check the taste of each and every microgreen. How do they
Yeah, yeah.
taste?
Yeah, so I can just show you once now. If you see, I can just remove it easily, one of the microgreen.
Great,
So
great,
that's
great.
the part of
Yes,
point of you can see the roots here,
right,
and this is
right,
the
right.
plant. So you just have to remove the roots, and you can use the
Use it
whole
perfectly, perfectly.
plant.
Because even that small, tiny stem also has a lot of nutrients in it. Root, where it is immersed in soil, it's better to avoid it because we still want to stay away from any microbes or something which can upset our stomach. So it's better to just chop the microgreens from top and then add it to your preparations, definitely. Great, great. All right, fine. Any other inputs from your side, Madhura, that you would like to tell us about
Uh,
microgreens?
Yes, I can. I would like to tell you what all. There's a small list of what all you can use as microgreens. That is, methi, palak is something usual. Along with that, there is coriander. Then there is amaranth, red and green amaranth, which is also called as chauli.
Right,
What we have the
right.
chauri bhaji, what we have
Haji, right.
palak wala. Then there is cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. Then there is celery in exotic vegetables. Then there is
Vegetables,
beetroot.
right.
There is radish, red and white radish. Carrots can be
Wow.
used. Then chickpeas, as I had mentioned earlier, fennel seeds can be used. Then you have obviously wheat grass, and then you have I guess sunflower can be used. Even
Yeah,
sunflower
so you
seeds
have,
are
so you can even use those sabja seeds or watercress
yes,
seeds. Okay. So
yes.
yeah, we have a question from Preeti Mahadik again. How many times we can use the same coco peat?
You can use it n number of times. There is no stopping by.
Okay. Great, great. So if you make it in like a small pot, you can like use it again and again.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, great, great, great. So that's a very economic, natural, and easy to go source if you don't have any soil at all.
yes,
Great.
definitely.
Madhura, one more request from my end. So right now we have just sown the palak seeds, and
Yes,
it will be very nice to see those microgreens. So I would definitely, suggest or request you that you please
sure,
click a photo of them once they are grown and put on your Insta page. It
definitely,
will be
sure,
really
sure, of
beautiful
course,
for all of us to see
definitely.
that.
Yes, yes,
Great. So
definitely.
guys, do
Also,
you
once
have?
it is, sorry, once it is
Yeah.
harvested, when it is ready to harvest, I'll definitely put the photos for these also.
Sure. Great, great, great. That will be great enough. That will be awesome. Okay, guys. So just to rewind, microgreens are basically the new superfood these days. All right. This is something that you can easily grow at your home space, in your balcony, in your window. They are a fuss-free plant, or they are fuss-free small baby plants, I will say. All right. They are a very good source of antioxidants, vitamins, and basically they are a very good source of fiber also. So they are going to be nutritionally also beneficial for you, and the feel good or the happiness factor that you will see once you have grown them on your own. So you can be like a small house farmer yourself, okay, you can call that, and enjoy the things. Madhura, thanks a lot for coming over here,
Thank
and
you.
wish you all the best for this future endeavors of yours. Okay, and we wish all the best for RU Natural Farms,
Thank you
and
so
please
much.
keep on posting some awesome videos the way you're doing right now.
Definitely.
Okay, great. So, we were saying that very informative, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great, and we will be having this video also on my Instagram page, where I will share Madhura's YouTube channel also. And you can enjoy her awesome videos on some natural farming. And as I said, you can be your household farmer as well.
And I'll be putting it up
Great.
on my pages and YouTube also for
Great, great,
future
great.
use.
And that's the reason I guess you wanted it all for YouTube, so we
Yes,
have changed the orientation altogether.
yes, and
Great,
we are
great,
really
great.
thankful for the viewers that they were okay with this orientation.
Yes, yes. Thanks to you, I'm sure everybody had some issue tilting on their phone and seeing it, but thank you guys for being there.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
So
Thank you,
yes,
Indrayani,
wish
so
you
much
all
once
a
again.
my pleasure, my pleasure. It was more than great to have you over here and give us some beautiful insights on microgreens. So,
Thank you.
guys, I wish you a happy weekend, or per se, a few hours of the weekend, and wish you a very nice, the coming week, basically. All right, so stay safe, enjoy, and keep growing your microgreens. Post some nice videos, or maybe some photos in case if you're inspired by today's Instagram live session. We will be more than happy to see your microgreens in some common small coconut shells. I just hope that this grows and I can post some videos. I am not a very great
Definitely.
farmer, but definitely I'll try my level best. So thank you,
And you,
Madhura, for inspiring us.
And definitely they can connect me if they have any issues with microgreens.
Yes, yes, yes. So guys, you can always check out Madhura's Instagram page. You can DM her in case if you have any issues with respect to your plants. She'll be always be there to help you out. And in case if you want to know anything nutritionally, you can connect with me also. So see you soon. Bye bye till then.
Bye
Be
bye.
safe. Enjoy. Bye. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Yes. Bye.